Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Sharon Rankin, and I am delighted to welcome you to our Monday night Mission Possible call. We come together every single week, and it is really to remind us and to focus on our mission and to be encouraged. And the mission, the greater mission of the Juice Plus Company is that we are a growing team of inspired, the greater mission possible, the greater Juice Plus banner is that we're inspiring healthy living around the world. I've had nothing to drink. We are inspiring healthy living around the world, and our Mission Possible team, the vision statement and the mission statement of our team is that we are a growing team of inspired individuals and agents for change dedicated to creating a healthier life for as many as possible. And we're doing that every single day in our families and our communities as we share Juice Plus. And it is as we share that we are making a difference in the world. So we're delighted that you have chosen to be here. Your presence says so much. If I haven't had a chance to meet you, I have been with the company for 36 years, love what we do. So glad that we have a mission that makes a difference in people's lives. So tonight, we are so excited about our call. Our call this evening really was born out of some great conversation in our leadership team. And I just have to give a shout out to the leadership team. We are so thankful for a team that comes together every single week in conversation and planning and vision and just encouragement. So it makes a difference for all of us. And so thank you, leaders. So I am going to introduce our host for the evening is Karen Drake out of St. Louis. It's got the title tonight is Halftime Adjustments, and it is September and we are going into fall. So thank you, Karen, for coming in and leading us and guiding us in our conversation tonight.
Thank you so much, Sharon. So good evening, everyone. I am a wellness and an executive coach, inspiring healthy living, learning, and leading. So tonight, ask yourself the question, how will we remember 2020? Sharon mentioned more than half the year is over. Tomorrow is the official start of fall, a new season. Well, tonight, we're going to talk about halftime adjustments. And we're going to be referencing leadership guru and coach, John Maxwell. When he talks about the difference really between good and great coaches, but we're not talking football. Despite this, my home team had to make an adjustment, so I covered it. So, but we're not going to be talking football, even though I'm also a mom of a former football player turned coach. We're going to talk about Maxwell's 4 adjustments and adjustments on how we can apply effective halftime adjustments to our leadership, our organizations, and our health in the second half of the year. And by the way, the podcasts of John Maxwell should be available on the private Mission Possible Facebook page. So relax, grab something to write with, jot some things down that really resonate with you, and would like to turn it over to one of our other leaders that will be chatting with us tonight, Darlene Gibson.
Okay, thank you, Karen. I am coming from Romans 12th chapter, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable in the perfect will of God. How have we changed going into a new season? Ask yourself, how have you changed? How have you changed with your business? Write it down. Transformation. It begins with the mind shift. We are shifting. We are shedding the old covering and putting on the new. This takes place in the spirit of your mind. Tonight, we are going to talk about transforming your mind. You're a great leader. I want you to look at yourself as a great leader. So I'm going to be addressing you tonight as great leaders. It is imperative for us as great leaders to guard our mind, our thinking. What's going on in your mind? Proverbs 23:7 says, For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. In order to make these halftime adjustments, we must first transform our mind. We must have our mind renewed daily. One of the major oppositions you may have during this pandemic 2020, you may hear people saying, I don't have it. I just don't have the money. But right now, health is premium. We have something that is very valuable. We have a solution here. Our solution is what? Eating more whole food nutrition, fruits and vegetables. Quick story I have here. I shared Juice Plus about 4 years ago with a friend of mine who's a stylist. It took a while, but during this pandemic, this has made sense for her. She made a halftime adjustment as a stylist. She fast-tracked to being a JP Partner Plus. She shared it with her mom. She shared it with her brother, her friends. And she sold 3 Tower Gardens within 30 days. Why? Because she had a transformation in her mind. Let's transform our customers as well as you as a great leader. What does this mean? Halftime adjustments? There's never been a better time than right now, 2020, for us to share it, for us to give hope to those that don't know which way to go for their health and their wealth. We have a solution. So we're saying, as we go into this 4th quarter, October the 1st is the 4th quarter for 2020. As we see now, great leaders, professional sport teams have made major adjustments. Their season has been down, their life has been completely more so isolated, just by themselves. They used to being with a team, now they're alone, but now they're back. So now they must really depend on each other in a different way. It's a higher level of trust, a higher level of accountability at this time. Let me share a halftime adjustment from my nephew, David Buckner III. David Buckner, he's a track athlete. He's at Mizzou right now. And all summer he was excited and talking about, oh, Auntie, I'm moving into a 4-bedroom apartment with, I'm having my own bathroom and I'm excited. Well, these 4 bedrooms with 3 other boys, they decided to have a huge party. Yes, they had a huge party. They had over 75 people. My nephew, David, he was furious. He was like, Auntie, I can't believe this. We're in a pandemic and they're having a party. So David had to make a halftime adjustment. And that halftime adjustment was he called home. He called home to share with us, I must move. Because why? He was jeopardizing his team with these young guys having parties. And guess what? We was there to support David. He said, now, Auntie, I moved in this apartment with seniors. I have my peace back. He made that halftime adjustment. Instead of staying there and dealing with these kids that like to party and the whole bit and jeopardizing his whole team, David made a halftime adjustment. And right now, team, great leaders, you may be in a space right now that you may need to make a mental shift, a halftime adjustment. So with that being said, you must take time and really look at where you are at and how we're going to change my mindset. Be willing to transform your mind by the renewing of it every day. David reached out to the family. We was there to support David. You have a family here. We are here to support you. We're here to encourage you. We're here to help you get to that next level. Whatever that next level is for you, we're here to help and support you. So it's all about transforming your mind, renewing your mind, making that mind shift. We can't do what we did in 2019. We can't do what we did in January or February. We must make that mind shift. You must guard your mind. Every order that we get with Juice Plus. Juice Plus sent us a whole new mindset. I don't know if you guys even noticed it. It says positive mind, positive vibe, positive life. Look, and it also says, if you're going to rise, you might as well shine. That's a mindset, a new mindset. Oh, and this is a good one. Don't stop until you are proud, okay?
I like it.
Don't quit on your daydream. That's a mindset. Be so good to your people till they can't ignore you. It's a mindset. Now, this is a powerful one. Believe in where you are going. This is from the company, Juice Plus. It's sending us this every month for us to have that transformed mind, a renewed mind, a mind shift. And this is a good one. It's good to be happy. It's good to be happy. And people will feel that energy, that mindset, transformation. And what about good energy? It's contagious. And that's real talk, guys. People can feel your energy. When you come and you want to share and you want to have a new mindset for this new quarter that we're about to go into, it's going to take a transformation. In order to do a halftime adjustment, we need to transform our mindset. We need to think bigger. We need to think great. You guys are great leaders. You keep showing up. In case someone didn't tell you today, you are a great leader, okay? So I'm gonna close with this. Philippians 4:8 tells us, finally, brother, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. That's a whole new mindset. A whole new mindset.
Thank you, Darlene Gibson.
So at this time, you're welcome. At this time, I want to turn the mic over to Deanne. Deanne, I'm turning it over to you.
All right. Well, thanks, Darlene. That was a lot to chew on. So we appreciate that. I'm just going to bring up a couple points that John Maxwell made in the podcast that really impacted me. I shared it with the leadership. It's on the Mission Possible page for you. But he talks about crisis leadership. We are in a pandemic and a different time. That requires agility, pivoting, and adjusting. And we have to learn to lean into the change and not away from it. We have to embrace it. And if you're questioning how to do that in your life, you just really need to follow the leader. Look at our company. They had to cancel the physical conference, Juice Plus Live in Phoenix. And in a matter of weeks, they put together a high level, amazing thing that we could watch in our living rooms, and more people got to see that than would have attended the live. They brought out the Add More Good campaign in the summer. They're going to have a very wonderful global event. They're not even satisfied with something for the United States. We're having a global event, and for $15, we can get in on all of it. So you need to follow what they're doing. They are pivoting, they are adjusting, they are leading through this crisis. And your own Mission Possible team, the leadership team, used to get together once a month to make plans for things that would be beneficial to you. And they are meeting every single week to stay on top of everything, to bring you new things, to support you during this change. So we were talking about this on leadership, and actually Sandy Verdon mentioned a pivot and a change that she was making, and I asked her if she would share that. So Sandy, if you'd come on and share the pivot or the adjusting that you and your team decided to make.
Sure, yeah. I think one of the downfalls of what we've been going through is it was really easy to shift into neutral. And there are so many opportunities to get online and learn something because everybody was putting everything online. So it's like, okay, I'll just tag onto this event, that event, you know, I'll promote this or that. And I really got to a point where I was feeling so neutralized that something has to change here because I don't have the energy anymore. And what gives me energy as an extrovert is putting on events. And that's something that we always used to do. And so, you know, we decided we were going to do, it's time for some Tower Garden events. And so we're starting to have our own, yes, they're virtual, but just still being in charge, taking charge, and having these events have been really terrific. And I want to add to that, I've really glommed onto Mexico's opening. And I don't have activity yet, but I have a lot of things in the works. And I'm energized by that new opportunity to just see what can happen and to find ways to network, to meet the right people to make that happen, to grow in Mexico. So that's it.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sandy.
And we have our next event on Thursday night. So look for that Tower Garden event.
Right, a Tower Garden event on Thursday night. So, so if you're feeling stuck, maybe you can be like Sandy and make events yourself. If that makes you feel, you know, you heard that word energized. That's what makes Sandy feels energized. So what makes you feel energized and gets you out of neutral and into action? The other point I want to make is we need to, our biggest crisis is a loss of values. And we need to embrace unchanging values in an unpredictable world. This is an unpredictable world. It always has been, but it's just really, we're more aware of it. And so if you're feeling a little lost in all of that, I love this statement that he said, we are people of value who value people, and we look for ways to add value to other people. So if you're feeling a little lost, just think of one person that you can add value to. Do you need to make a call to someone that they have an order reshipping? Think about how you could bring value to that one person. What do you have to offer? What can you invite them to? Just a way that you can add value. How can you add value to your team right now? How can you add value to your prospects? Look for ways. When you are looking for ways to add value to other people, it will enrich your life. And like what Darlene was saying, it's going to transform your mind. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over to Karen, and she's going to cover a couple other points.
Thanks, Deanne. So another adjustment is quit hoping for easy or for a quick fix. So I know we're hearing a lot, certainly in 2020, the COVID crisis, it's not easily over. So we've got to start thinking about maybe permanent or continual crises. Margaret Thatcher said, you may need to fight the battle more than once to win the war. Maxwell also talks about thinking hang-ups. So maybe sometimes sticking our heads in the sand, avoiding, denying and avoiding discomfort, overvaluing what we possess, or the 40% hang-up. So when our mind tells us we're totally exhausted or tapped out, we really are only 40% done. Letting go of some of those mindsets and some of those hang-ups can really pay dividends because it helps us to think more clearly when we know that things will not return to normal. I know in Juice Plus we talk about return to better. Well, and the last adjustment is around leaders need to develop emotional strength. And emotional strength is really revealed in a crisis, right? Yeah. It's time to find out who are the players and who are the pretenders. Leaders lift the load. They don't add to the load. Emotionally strong leaders don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves, don't allow themselves to be controlled by others. They embrace change as a challenge, and they don't expect immediate results. Well, our final speaker tonight really exemplifies so much emotional strength and isn't looking for a quick fix. And really, when her challenges in life that she's facing, I mean, life really threw her a couple of curveballs. She is a certified sommelier. And for those that may not be familiar with that, that's a person that knows more than just this is red wine or white wine. But certified, there's a lot of training in that. A manager in the hospitality industry. She's determined, has a positive outlook, a pleasant disposition. I've known her several years, and frankly, recently marveled at her ability to navigate our massive family during a Christmas gathering, conversing with everyone, competing right in there with our competitive board game group, handling her own hard shell crabs. Yes, we're Maryland people, and didn't miss a beat in a salsa dance with one of my siblings who prides themselves on being trained. So you might have guessed, she happens to be the girlfriend of my oldest son. I have come to love her, and I hope she will be in our family for many years to come. Adam. Please welcome, sharing a little about just her story and the halftime adjustments that she had to make. Please welcome Alejandra. We lovingly call her Allie. Allie, are you here?
I am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that made me blush so much. Yeah, so I recently started taking Juice Plus about mid-July because I was actually diagnosed with COVID-19 in mid-May. So May 14th is when my symptoms started, and they have not stopped since. So I have been sick for about 4 months now. And before that, you know, I was super happy, super healthy, just very active all around. You know, I got a lot of joy out of being outside and hiking, and I ate very nutritionally based. It was, you know, I was raised to have a very good relationship with food, and I went to college actually for my kinesiology degree. Whenever I got COVID, though, it destroys your body. It destroys absolutely everything. It goes for all your organs. Goes for your respiratory program. Goes for your cardiacs. It's just it was really just detrimental to my health. So in July, about 2 months after I contracted COVID, I got a CBC blood panel, and it basically said that I was severely malnutritioned and dehydrated to the point of where I almost needed to be hospitalized. The only reason they let me go home was because I did have Adam, my boyfriend, taking care of me. But a couple of days later, it was actually 2 days later, was whenever I started taking Juice Plus. So 1 month after that, I had another CBC blood panel in August, and there are a lot of biomarkers that they look for in your blood to look for key signs of inflammatories. So because Juice Plus is so rich in phytonutrients, all three of those key markers of inflammatory had gone down significantly. And I was no longer in the malnourished zone, and I was so like sugar level on point, all my vitamins and nutrients. And my doctor was actually really amazed and asked what I had changed. And I said, you know, I started eating vegan, and I started doing Juice Plus, and she said, keep doing it because it's working miracles for you. And so recently I went to visit my family out of state in Tulsa, Oklahoma, because my younger sister also got COVID, and I forgot to bring my Juice Plus with me. And so I went 11 days without my Juice Plus, and I could tell by day 3 like I was going to be miserable. I immediately started having my joints swell up, and they actually had physical water retention because I wasn't getting those phytonutrients. And I would was super sensitive to foods because a lot of the nutrients in Juice Plus, you know, they supply vitamins that regulate our histamine reaction, and I didn't have that stability anymore. And so by day 11, I was miserable, and I was looking forward to coming home and having Juice Plus again, because it has turned my life around. You know, when you're sick for 4 months, it's so hard on you mentally and spiritually, and it just in addition to on your body. And Juice Plus really gave me the reassurance that I knew that at least like the broad spectrum of my health was being taken care of, so I could take care of my spirit and my mental health at the same time. And it, you know, it made a big difference for it. And I want to share it with everyone, and especially people who are being affected by COVID right now. I think it's going to have a huge effect on some of the health rehabilitation that we go through as a country. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm super thankful.
Oh, Allie, thank you so much. One of the things that Allie posted on her social media was one mindset shift for her was not looking at this is day X that I've had COVID, but looking ahead, because I have so much to be thankful for, so much to feel blessed about, and looking forward. And so I know I see people that are pulling out tissues and stuff, and I'm like trying to keep it together, but I love you for being with us tonight, and thank you. I know that this is going to bless people. Sharon, that is our last speaker. We just had about a 3-minute, kind of just a little song we wanted to play for people to wrap it up, but I wanted to check with you on that.
Yes, that sounds great, but I would like to make one just quick comment. And thank you everyone for doing this, for sharing this, Karen and Darlene, Sandy, Deanne, and certainly Allie. But I want to remind everybody, as incredible as Allie's story is, must we be reminded that the Juice Plus position is that we do not make any health claims around any disease or any condition, that our body, when it gets healed, we can do better, and fruits and vegetables make the difference. And so I love this story, but I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't remind us that we don't want to go out and say Juice Plus heals people with COVID. We just know that fruits and vegetables make the difference. So, but thank you very much. This is incredible, and you guys did an incredible job. Very strong. So go ahead, Karen, take it away.
Oh, awesome, thank you. Oh, I was looking in the chat. It looks like my brother, the physician, weighed in on something, but I can't see. So I can't see what the chat is. Okay, so hopefully this is gonna work for us, just really quick. This is something that, whoops, that's not what I want. What happened there? Hold on, sorry, hold on. I just wanted to share just a very short, leave you just with a performance by a well-known musician who could no longer perform. He has multiple sclerosis and had to retire from his job, but he also cannot do concerts. So this was a Saturday porch concert for his neighbors. And it really just summed up in his words what we've been talking about tonight. And so I'm trying to find the other side of this, and hopefully it'll bless you, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But this is Charles Glenn, and he is singing a song called Stand. Have you
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you. And yes, after you've done all you can, you do stand. And that's what we do as a community. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Great insights tonight in making adjustments. It's mindset. I always love conversation around mindset and how we can renew and transform our mind. And I was reading today in a book, it's not what it's what we say to ourselves that makes the difference, not what we listen to. So what are you telling yourself every single day that you can do? You are more powerful than you know. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Be blessed. Let's go shine the light. Let's make a difference for somebody's life this week. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edie.
Great.
Great job.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you, everybody. Really good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, family.
Good job. Great job. Beautiful.